So I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on this whole intellectual dark web stuff that's been going on. I'm sure you guys have heard about it if you've been keeping up. Basically, it was this article written by Barry Weiss. I don't know what kind of incentive she really has for this. I guess maybe she's really passionate about this, but I had done a video where she was on MSNBC, and she claimed that Dave Rubin was a liberal. Of course, complete nonsense. But basically, what this whole article was about was basically trying to, say that there's these people who have these opinions that are just, or ostracized, essentially, which consisted of basically Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro, Joe Rogan, etc., etc. Now, Joe Rogan is one of the biggest podcasts there are. One of the biggest. I'm not sure which one is the biggest, but he's definitely one of the top 10, at least, if not top 5 podcasts. And, of course, Sam Harris is very well known. I mean, he's been on mainstream media all the time, but he's been doing some really weird shit lately, too, with the whole Charles Murray stuff. So, honestly, when you start to dip some of that shit in the water, it's going to get tough for people to defend you. And I was somebody who was sort of a defender of him for a while, and I still am, but on that front, he just lost me. But, Jordan Peterson says he makes $80,000 a month on Patreon, and Dave Rubin obviously makes $31,000 a month on Patreon, and who knows how much money Dave Rubin's making from his partnership with Learn Liberty. We have no clue. We have no idea at all. Of course, Ben Shapiro, he said he's in the 1%, so he's obviously clearly making a lot of money. He's doing a lot of shit right now. But it's basically another example of a right-wing victim complex where they're trying to make this victim complex to feel sorry for themselves. It's not enough to make $80,000 a year. It's not enough to have huge fan bases online. It's not enough to have your own they literally have, Ben Shapiro has his own fucking news publication site called The Daily Wire where he hires people to work full-time on his website. These people who are able to 100% express their opinions and then make, in Jordan Peterson's case, over $1 million doing so, and he doesn't just make money from the Patreon stuff, he makes money from other stuff as well, whether it be donations, etc., etc. So it's one of these things, and I've always talked about this when it comes to either the right wing, and the specific one I like to talk about is Tomi Lahren, because she's, I would maybe call the poster boy for some, or poster woman, I got poster girl, whatever the fuck, who just constantly talks about, left-wingers are always talking about victim complexes, but it's also something we saw with the whole Day for Freedom or whatever the fuck it was called, where they're putting tape on their mouths. It's just so cringe. And it's like, you guys are just putting up these fake-ass victim complexes. Jordan Peterson's making over $1 million a year for fucking making some dumbass videos on some dumbass shit where Kathy Newman asks him, why does your right to free speech trump a person's right to transgender person's right not to be offended? Which is that's such a dumb question, a dumbass question like that, and that makes you get $1 million per year on Patreon, and then a bunch of other money doing other shit. It's so embarrassing, dude. Come on, just stop it. Just drop it. Joe Rogan's podcast, one of the biggest podcasts in the nation. Literally one of the top podcasts. I think he said he gets 30 million downloads per month or something like that. The dude has a massive reach. Ben Shapiro has his own publication. And I've seen people commenting already bitching, oh, why are you always bringing up Jordan Peterson's Patreon? Oh, why are you always saying that the right was trying to be a victim? That's what they're trying to do. What the fuck else is the purpose of this, you jackass? Are you stupid? Are you a dunce? Are you a moron? Can you not, understand basic logic or see anything? Are you that stupid? So it's stop with the victim complexing, please.